Bonjour, comment ça va? And you didn't know I knew French. Well, I'm from New Brunswick, so we all know French. Right, Scotty? You know French.
Yeah.
I know you do. Today, we have an East Coast champ of the world here, Brian White, as well. So we're going to go over drop toe hold out of a lockup. So one of the things that you'll see sometimes, not very often nowadays, because all basic, so our atomic drops or slingshots, all these cool old school holds are pretty much all kind of like to the wayside now, so everybody can do something out of a Hurricane Rana or a Frankensteiner, which is ridiculous, or a backflip. Lots of backflips with no meaning. Whereas these holds back in the day were cool. All this stuff can all come back, guys. There's a ton of spots you can do, and if you're not going to do them, I'll do them and make them look cool. That's fine. I don't mind. In this regard, we don't see very often, we do not see a drop toe hold out of a lockup. I don't see drop toe holds, period, but like we don't see a proper one out of drop toe hold. A lot of ankles on ankles, which drives me insane. That's not a drop toe hold, guys. If you're grabbing a guy with your ankles, you don't have a drop toe hold. What you have is a very sissy type leg trick that shouldn't work. And if you ever grab me with your ankles and expect me to fall over, I will not sue. I will not. So out of this lockup, we're going to go with the basic lockup. Bang! Brian White's got me in the solid lockup. What we're going to do is push that lead arm. Lead arm has got to go away. When the lead arm goes away, that means we're either working the head or the leg, or we're going to go behind. That's it, right? If you're pushing away the left arm, which you would, like if you didn't push that away, you'd be working it. That's the way it is, right? So once you push that sucker up, bang, now we have them in position. What I like to do when I first start with the kids to teach them is I make them put their hand on the hip, around the waist, around the hip. So once you push up, you're going to use your left hand and put your hand on the hip just for a second, because all I want is contact. If you're too far back and you can't reach his hip, then you're out of position. You won't be able to get this applied properly. So once we have the hand on our hip, what we're going to do is step in with our left leg and making sure the bend of our knee is on his instep. So as we step down, now this is going to be a two-part motion for now. So once we go down, wham, we're going to be here sliding into place. So the instep, the bend of our knee is on his instep. Our shin is going to go on the bend of his knee. So once we do, bang, that breaks him down. So when he comes down, boom, there's still space between the bend of his knee and my knee. And that's the illusion of it. It looks like we're actually on his knee. We're actually working his leg here. We can turn this all the way over into a scissors as well. That's very old. It's never used. It should be used, but it never is. And you have the toe right here to work. That's an old school hold. That's very Thesy. When you say it, Brian White, that's very Lou Thez. Uncle Lou would be doing this stuff all the time. Anyways, in this position, that's a proper drop toe hold out of a lockup. One more time. One more time, a little bit faster, 50%. So we lock up, boom. Hand goes away, hand on hip, down, and then boom. And then we have it. That's proper drop toe hold. Guys, 61 and 61. Where's that subscribe button? You know where it is. Notification thing, that little bell. Hit that bell. I ain't heard no bell yet by Rocky. Hit that bell so we can get going. We can rock a whole bunch of these 61 and 61.